In Flatbush, it's a plan to stop the vans residents there say are dangerously driving down their streets. Reporter Thomas Giglio has the story.
Well, I find it kind of convenient.
Well, you know, they have a right to make a living, but not when they intrude or, drop the quality of life in the neighborhood.
Patrons of Kings Plaza enjoy the convenience of dollar vans, but the residents of Mill Basin tell another story. Many Brooklynites regularly use dollar vans to get around. One popular destination for the vans is the Kings Plaza shopping center in Mill Basin. Residents of the area are less than thrilled with the problems that the vans and their drivers bring to the community.
No regards for nobody. They speed, they try to cut each other out, just to make the dollar. They argue.
And it's just a constant annoyance. I mean, the lady up the block looks out right over the parking lot that's behind the bedding store, and she watches these people defecate and urinate in the, this is not what you want.
A few weeks ago, right here, these horn owners over there, because the children tell them about it, and this guy get out the van and try to pull a machete on it.
Those who ride the dollar vans give a more positive point of view.
If you want to get to one point to the next, you could just get them in because they're all over. So, they're always there. So it's a better convenience there.
It's better than the bus, too. You don't even take that many rides. You don't make that many stops. No, that's how it is.
They're helpful, especially if you're not too familiar with the area. They would give you advice as to where you're going and that kind of thing.
City Councilwoman Yvette Clark spoke on the issue. She feels that dollar vans provide a valuable service and hopes that the situation will become more pleasant for all parties.
I can relate to how people who live in that community would feel in terms of encroachment. Perhaps there's some individuals who may be operating the vans in a reckless way that are not respecting the community. I can appreciate those sentiments. My concern is that this is an industry that serves a very valuable service for many throughout Brooklyn, quite frankly. And it's an industry in its infantile stage. I think that this is an industry that has to really reform its ways, but I wouldn't say that's the vast majority of drivers out there.
On the flip side, Senator Carl Krueger contends that dollar vans and their drivers are a nuisance to the community.
What we have today is dollar vans, illegal gypsy cabs that are basically terrorizing our very neighborhoods. But more particularly than that, they're acting in a disrespectful, obnoxious, and illegal fashion. The fact is that when we do a sting operation, numerous vans are confiscated because they don't have insurance, because they're uninspected, because some of the drivers have been arrested because there were outstanding warrants against them. Beside the fact that they're illegal, the very commuters that are using them are putting themselves in jeopardy and harm's way.
There are several schools of thought as to what can be done to remedy this situation.
The management of Macy's, they should have a parking area for them, because to tell the truth, is they're bringing the people to shop.
The mall has enough room where they could accommodate them. That would be the best bet.
Perhaps one way of addressing this is to have a conversation with the members of the community board who have been vehemently against the vans altogether.
So asking the Department of Transportation to look at certain alternatives, the reorientation of certain one-way streets, perhaps putting up pedestrian barriers along Avenue U.
Hopefully an agreement can be formed that will benefit all parties involved. For Brooklyn Review, this is Thomas Giglio.